So in this video, I just want to talk about a few important concepts that we need to be familiar with if we are thinking of investing and achieving success. Because in every success story we hear, majority of the time, we just want to know what led to the success so that we can replicate it. For example, if someone invested in real estate and became successful at it, we try to do the same thing and hope that we achieve similar results. If you followed exactly what the person says, I'm sure you realize that it doesn't always work that way because there were some foundational concepts that weren't discussed which really aided the person's success. So in this video, I will share 6 crucial elements if you want to successfully invest in anything. The number one element that we need to talk about is to acquire a skill, trade, or education. Our ability to invest in anything requires we have the means to do so. That's where having a skill, a trade, having some qualifications, maybe through education or a combination of these things become important. Without a reliable income, it will be difficult to achieve success. The number 2 element I'll share with you is income. This is the money you earn through services you provide to a customer or the value you bring to an organization. I guess it's worth saying, your ability to earn a lot generally depends on the skills and education you possess. That's why a lawyer can charge $300 an hour, but there's also a limit to this type of job because we all can't earn money every hour of the day. That's why having a side also becomes important. More on this topic in the future video. Number 3 element is to save. With the income we bring in, there's a need to save some of it. Trust me, this is where a lot of us begin to fail in this entire process. As humans, we don't like being told what to do. In fact, the more we are told not to do something, the more we want to do that thing. If you drive and you see a speed limit of, say, maybe 35 miles per hour, there's always that thought of, I can do 45 as long as I don't get caught, as long as there's no cop around. And majority of the time, we get away with it. But one day we get caught and we pay a hefty price for it. Same thing applies to us with our inability to save. At the beginning of us earning something decent, we begin to buy these things that we believe we deserve. While this habit may be quite rewarding at the onset, over time we quickly realize our added money is spent on things we don't really need, which then leaves us with nothing. So a simple rule is to save at least 10% of our income. Preferably, you want to do maybe 15 to 20%. The number 4 element that I'll share with you in this video is to pay off high interest debt. Unfortunately, this is something that we need to keep in mind because since you are now saving about 15 to 20% of your income, your next step is to begin to pay off those high interest debts. You can't be saving money when you have a debt that is sinking your boat. I mean, a financial boat in this case. A 20% interest credit card with thousands of dollars on it is a hole in your boat that needs to be fixed. Otherwise, the hole gets bigger and larger and will sink the boat. Paying off high interest debt should be high on your priorities of things to do if you want a long-term success in this whole process. So number 5 thing is to invest. We've started with getting a high paying job or a skill or education or something that gives us the qualification to earn something decent. We started getting the income. We've started saving some money. We've started to pay off all our high interest credit card debt and things like that. And now we're moving to 5 where we actually get to invest. This is the fun part. If you have made it this far in this video, please don't forget to drop a like on the video. While you are there, hit the subscribe button as well. Investing is very important as it's the other vehicle after saving that we want our money in. Think of savings account as a vehicle that can only get to a speed of maybe 5 miles per hour. Well, depending on the investments that you have, some can get up to 200 miles per hour. For example, you can find high interest savings accounts that pays up to 5% annual percentage yield, APY these days. Also, if you invested in, say, Microsoft 5 years ago, you will be up around 260% on returns. A word of caution for you though. Unlike a savings account in which your money barely grows, so it is more stable over the course of time, investing will require you to manage your risk tolerance because the value of your investments will change over the time. Like Microsoft example I gave, as of December 2021, Microsoft was selling for about $340 per share, but by March 2024, it was down to about $240 per share. What would you do, or what would you have done in that case? Would you have seen that as an opportunity to buy more, or would you hit the panic button and sell your entire shares? These 2 questions are testing your risk tolerance. Of course, if you held your position as it was, you will be back up and even more, as Microsoft is now almost $380 per share. The number 6 element is patience. Now, this is important virtue people don't exercise. Patience, your ability to wait without becoming angry or upset. When it comes to investing, it takes so much from us, including our money, which makes us emotional. And if we don't get our desired outcome within a specified time frame, we get bored, angry, or irrational. All this generally leads us to abandoning our plan and start chasing the shiny objects. Have you heard about the shiny object syndrome? This is when someone focuses all their attention on something new and current. Investing has a lot of this as well, because one day it's Bitcoin, tomorrow it's real estate, the next day it's stocks. The point is, you need to find what you can tolerate and you understand and go in knowing you will need to be patient for you to get the results that you want. If you have watched this entire video, don't forget to share with a friend. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And of course, check out this video because you'll gain more value from it as well.